All right, y'all. Welcome to the Sports Debaters podcast, NFL Talk with Justin Jackson from J-Town Sports. And of course, we got number one Green Bay fan, Caleb Red in the house. What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Hey, we're gonna jump right into it. Justin, you had some important things to talk about. You wanted to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. What's going on with your Kansas City Chiefs, Justin?
Oh, my favorite organization right now. As you guys may have known or not known, I'm a Patriots fan. So I tend to take exception when teams that have won nothing decide that they want to just all of a sudden have a dynasty. I think they had to win more than one to have a dynasty, but maybe, hey, whatever. So last week they beat Washington football team, or 2 weeks ago, I'm sorry. And people were telling me, oh, the Chiefs are back. No, you're not. But hey, I couldn't say much. They won. I was quiet. And then they got curb stomped last week. And I think the power went out in Kansas City. Because I hadn't heard from a Chiefs fan all week. Well, I mean, where'd they go? What happened? The quarterback got knocked out of the game. Unfortunate. I hope he's okay. They can't run the ball. They can't play defense. They let Ryan Tannehill hit a finger roll in the end zone. That's how good Ryan Tannehill felt. He was just comfortable. He can do what he wanted. And yet, for some reason, the problems seem fixable. And I'm wondering how. You have no money. Your defense coordinator is terrible. Your starting safety has been benched only to get the backup safety burned by a tight end. And you won't run the ball. Oh, and Patrick Mahomes looking very Texas Tech-ish. I don't know how this can be fixed, Kansas City. You gonna let me know? Oh, it made it so much better. Michael Irvin, the dynasty's over. What dynasty? They got one. They got one ring. They're the Seahawks. That's what they are. Oh, then you got the fans. Oh, the fans are so ungrateful. You did that, Kansas City Chiefs players. That was your fault. When you're going to be on the parade float, you're going to win 5, 6, 7, 8 things. That was your fault. Same thing LeBron in Miami. They look at that as a failure with 4 straight finals appearances. Why? Because not 5, not 6, not 7. That's all anybody remembers.
I think what LeBron meant was that he would have had that many losses up in his finals.
And I think the Chiefs meant the same way this season. I think they meant not 5, not 6, not 7. Kansas City, you created your own beast, and now you're mad when the beast bit you. This is your fault.
Okay, so since we're on the topic already, teams that are 500 and below, Kansas City, are they gonna make the playoffs or they did?
I don't think they make it.
You think they make it?
I do not think they make it.
Oh, you don't? Okay. What about you, Caleb? You think Kansas City alive or they dead?
They did for right now. It all depends on what happened in the next 3 weeks. So if they could pull off 3 straight, then I mean, like they still alive. But like if they lose Monday to the Giants, hang them up, Chuck. It's over with. Somebody
if they lose Monday in Kansas City on Monday Night Football to Daniel Jones and Joe Judge, they might as well forfeit the rest of the season.
And Jason Garrett.
And him, especially him.
So I'm not gonna ask y'all about the Jets, a team that's on 500. I'm not gonna ask y'all. What about the Pittsburgh Steelers? Pittsburgh is 3-3, I think. Yeah, Pittsburgh's 3-3. Y'all think they're alive or they dead?
I think Pittsburgh's alive. Barely. They don't like sport. Or they struggling. But they're alive because if they beat Cleveland today, they're 4-3. So I'm saying they're in pretty good shape, and Baker is Baker, so you could probably beat Cleveland. So yeah, I mean they're 4-3. Then they would a game back pending the Bengals and whatever the Ravens do today. So they're pretty much, yeah. I think they're pretty alive.
I think Pittsburgh is actually the number 7 seed right now. Technically, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, the AFC's on their house.
all four of the AFC North teams will be in the playoffs as of today. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts, to be honest with you.
All right, so we got what about your Patriots, Justin? I know you hope for them to be alive, but honestly, you think they dead or alive?
Pittsburgh's the current 8 seed right now.
Oh, the 8 seed. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. As far as my Patriots, I believe we're alive. Barely. We're not as alive as Pittsburgh, but we're alive. We're 6 inches from beating Tom Brady, and we're Nelson Aguilar being able to catch away from beating the Cowboys. So I feel good. You know, not as good as I would like to feel, but I feel good. We got a landmark game in a few weeks, the Bills game. So if we get to the Bills game, 500 or one game above, we'll be in a good spot.
All right. What about you, Caleb? You think they dead or alive?
I think that the Patriots are still alive, barely, but you know, I mean, like they have a very, very good chance still to like sneak in. They just got to pull off a couple of win streaks to actually try to like keep them float, whatever. Because they play who this week?
We got the Chargers this week. Then we got Panthers, Browns, Falcons, Titans, Bills, Colts.
Let's start right there. Those 5 games there before the Colts. If the Patriots can go 4-1, you might as well just lock them in the playoffs, like right there. I think it's possible.
I think it's possible too. Because we snuffed Herbert last year. Sam Darnold still seeing ghosts. Baker's not that good. Atlanta sucks. And then Titans have Ryan Tannehill. So
right.
All right, so what y'all think about the let's do Atlanta and Carolina. Y'all think they dead or alive? Atlanta and Carolina.
Carolina's dead. Atlanta's alive. Just because the back half of their schedule is super easy.
Right.
So, and they 3-3 already. So the back half of their schedule is super easy.
The only way that Carolina comes back alive is if that McCaffrey comes back or they make a trade with the BUCS. Until then, them boys are dead.
All right, who we got next? We got Minnesota and Chicago. Most likely they're gonna be fighting for a wild card because we got a 4-game lead on them already.
Humble brag.
So who you got, Justin? Minnesota and Chicago. You think one of them dead, one of them alive, both of them dead?
Chicago super dead. Them boys, Christopher Columbus dead. Them boys out of there. In regards to the who's other team, Bears and
Minnesota.
Minnesota's another one of those teams. I'm talking about like we were super close. The Vikings missed a chip shot against Arizona. They'd have another win, and they gave the game away. Guy what they played. The Bengals. They just gave that game away in overtime. Yeah. So they're another team that's super close. That should have a record a lot better than they are, and they haven't looked at their schedule, but they are a good team as well. That their record is not reflecting that at the moment. So I think Minnesota's very, very much alive.
Hey, my homeboy DeRay James, who I used to play Madden with a lot, he said KC will get in. He also said Steelers should get in. Browns will be out. He said your Pats gonna make it. Justin.
Hey man, I appreciate the love.
He said, besides the Bills, the division sucks.
And mid-pack.
Gerald Stansberry said Atlanta have a slim chance, but he think Atlanta and what's the other team? Carolina are dead. The Ray said Panthers are nothing without Christian McCaffrey. Bears need an offensive line.
Bears need a football team.
You forgot one team, July.
What team?
The Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, I wasn't finished yet. My bad.
Okay. My bad.
It's good. I was gonna do the Colts and I was gonna do Denver.
But Denver dead. You know, that's good that one. Denver out of there.
Denver dead.
Dead. No, they out of there.
All right, what about Justin? That's your Colts, huh? What about the Colts?
Yeah, my guy Carson Wentz. Still alive. Still heart beating in their chest. they need to get to 5-5. I said that for a couple weeks. They get to 5-5, they ain't in a good spot because then they back half their schedule kind of soft. So if they get to 5-5, I don't know what game I'm in now. I feel like doing math. But if they get to that Bills game 5-5, then they got Bucks, Texans, Patriots, Cardinals, Raiders, Jaguars. Not the easiest, but all games they can win. Well, not all games because they, you know what I'm saying, they lose to us. But games they can win. So they can sneak in the playoffs. Plus Tennessee, I think back half gets kind of hard. So I know.
All
actually,
right.
Texas, they back half get easy. Jesus, Tennessee don't play nobody.
Tennessee, they didn't play Baltimore.
Yeah, they didn't play their hard games already. Because all they got is the Rams and the Saints, and then they play like Houston and Jacksonville and Miami. Houston again. Like,
so let's move on to this next topic. I'm gonna start with you on this one, Caleb. Are the Bengals for real? Is this Joe Burrow season to really show people that he's gonna be an elite quarterback for the next 10 years? Are the Bengals for real?
I think that the Bengals are for real, especially after that win last Sunday. Like, to go into Lamar Jackson's backyard, you pretty much knocked him over. And took all his fruit snacks, his juice cups and all that stuff. And then you went back to your house in first place. Like nobody really. Well, a few of us called it, but like we wasn't too sure about the Bengals offensive line and everything. But they aren't doing a bad job. They are doing a good enough job. My thing about the Bengals is hand their defense, make some of these stops and stuff like that. Now that they kind of proved it last week, but I mean, like, it's still Baltimore, and like Baltimore still be having their passing game troubles and stuff like that. But the Bengals are definitely real, and this is not the hype train type of thing. They've been playing since the first week, and they haven't slowed down yet. Jamar Chase is a problem. He's a problem. So,
and the thing is, the Bengals' 2 losses is a combined 6 points. It's crazy. They lost by 3 points against the Bears, and they lost by 3 points against us in overtime. Which that game could have went either way. The field goal kicker decided that game. So I don't know. I agree with you. I think the Bengals are definitely for real. What you think, Justin?
Yeah, I've been saying this since the preseason. I was laughed at. I was screenshotted. I said the Bengals are going to win 10 games in the playoffs. I was ridiculed. And now apparently the Bengals are the it team. Apparently everybody saw this coming, and everybody wants credit for it. Whatever. Yeah, the Bengals are very for real. They schedule set up. I didn't think it was for real, but they schedule set up favorably from the season started. They never had 2 real hard games back to back. If they played a hard team, they'd have an easy week the week before or after.
You try to bounce back pretty much.
Right, and then they got a chance to come back after a tough game or before it. Yeah, the O-line's not great. It's not great, but it's better than what it was given credit for before the season started. Joe Mixon's running the ball well. Jamar Chase is better than I thought, or better faster than I thought. Yeah, the Bengals are for real. And you already took the game in Baltimore, so that helps you in your division. You already beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. They got Cleveland next week, so they could put a damper on the division early.
Yeah, speaking of Cleveland, I'm still trying to figure out whether I want to start Baker Mayfield or not. But anyway. But anyway, what's our next time? Okay, so probably the most important game today in the group and throughout the NFL, the Saints versus Buccaneers. Just I'm gonna start off with you on this topic. Now, I don't know if this game means as much to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It means something, but I don't think it means as much to them as the New Orleans Saints. And the reason I think that because we watched the Saints, manhandle the Bucks during the season last year twice, but then get in the playoffs and lose to them. So who do you have winning this game today? And does that give that other team a mental edge, Saints or Bucks?
First of all, I don't like how prepared Caleb is to speak. Let's just start off with that. This man been smiling. This man been smiling for the past minute and a half. I think the Saints win this game because they have to win this game. Like, there is no scenario that they lose this game and this goes well. Like, they're playing for so many things beyond purely on the field today. It's not even funny. Like, Jameis got dumped and then saw his girlfriend get married to the guy she dumped him for in like 6 months. It was just like right down the aisle. It was just like they reached the ultimate goal immediately. Like, so he's playing for, I can still play. It wasn't all me. The Saints are playing for confidence in general. They have to believe that dome is magic. It's Halloween. The costumes are going to be insane. And the Bucks, if they lose, can say, we aren't healthy, and we took 2 L's to them last year and beat them in the playoffs. The Saints lose this game, it's kind of like, do you even have the mystique to beat them in the regular season anymore? And then knocks them out the division race pretty much immediately. So I think the Saints win. I think they keep it close. 27-24 or 30-27, somewhere in there.
All right, Caleb, what you got?
Well, I don't know about them high scores because, like the Saints is ranked damn near dead last. And in terms of offense, in terms of rushing and passing and scoring and yards, man, I don't know. But the Saints do need to win this game simply because if they lose this game, that would kind of dampen their playoff hunt even more because the Saints would now have 3 conference losses. That's a very, very big deal. So, if they lose 2 months today, not only do they fall back like 2 games behind, they are now essentially 3 games back, even with the division race and everything.
Quick question, Caleb. Quick question. My guy Anti-Social asks, since we're on the Saints, do we think Michael Thomas will play this year because he don't?
I was talking to somebody about this last night, and we was talking about Zion. I think that they both truly want out, but Michael Thomas he'll come back later on, right? But I think that he will demand out of this offseason, which may open up the possibility of another quarterback coming in next year.
Because of that contract he has?
Right. But I don't see Jameis Winston or Taysom he'll stay beyond next year. But like Jameis Winston, I don't see him nor Michael Thomas staying there next year. I really don't.
What's your thoughts on that, Justin? You think Michael Thomas will play this year?
Yeah, only because he doesn't like to lose money. So if and when he gets medically cleared, which should be in the next couple of weeks, if he doesn't play, they'll start finding him game checks. Or actually, they'll pull a Antonio Brown. They'll fine him for contract detrimental, remove all the guaranteed language out of his contract, and then effectively either cut him or trade him. So if you don't want to lose $60-some-odd million guaranteed, yeah, you're gonna have to come back.
So Caleb, coming back to you with the Saints versus Bucks game, who do you have winning that game and why?
Just for me personally, I want the Saints to win because like that, that there would kind of like back the Bucks up from us. But if the Tampa Bay wins, then not only would it make me happy because the Packers beat the Cardinals Thursday, but it would make a lot of Saints folks like really, really shaking in their boots and everything. Like, so truthfully, I have the Saints winning because they are at home. They have an agenda. They have a goal set. If they lose today, I don't know. But if it comes down to the kicking game, Will Lutz is no longer playing this year also. So that rookie they had last week, I don't think that he has the as at the Saints fan called some big nuts or whatever. I don't think that he would have what it takes to fill Will Lutz.
As for me, I mean, I got the Saints winning today. Just because everything basically what y'all said, and I think the Saints need to win this game. Like they really need to win this game for just because what happened last year in the playoffs, just because they're playing in New Orleans, and to give them some kind of edge over Tampa Bay. Plus, I mean, anytime Antonio Brown is not playing, that's I think Antonio Brown is a key code for Tampa Bay. Basically. So I think when he's not playing, I think you have to beat him. I think you really have to beat Tampa Bay when Antonio Brown not playing. And the game in New Orleans is in Halloween. I think Jameis Winston, this is really going to be his first time playing against Tampa Bay. I think he's going to have a lot to prove, that he wants to prove a lot. So, yeah, I definitely got New Orleans winning this game. I want them to win this game for seeding purposes as well. But, yeah, I'm going to roll with New Orleans. All right, my boss anti-social said he hope Sean Payton got an ace up his sleeve because Jameis ain't the solution. So basically, he said Jameis ain't the solution. He want to pursue Russell Wilson in all season.
This man, Jameis Winston, only got 13 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. The Saints fans are upset. What a life!
Oh no! It's because that Jameis isn't of the yards, just like Drew.
That man has 13 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He's not your problem.
He's not.
Hey,
your problem is your top receiver is Marquez Callaway. That's your problem.
Hey, this is a good fact by Spencer. Bucks don't have a statement win yet this year unless you count the Cowboys week 1.
That was Falcons, anyways. But yeah.
The Falcons, Pats, Dolphins, Bears, and Eagles that lost to the Rams.
Hey, Spencer, man, you play who's on your schedule. The 49ers ain't beat nobody all year. So,
hey, but Caleb, since you brought it up, let's talk about that Arizona and Green Bay game on Thursday. Let's talk about that.
Oh. You let me know when you guys are done.
What surprised you most about that game, Caleb, with Arizona and Green Bay? What surprised you the most?
Man, I'm really shocked that this defense really held that Cardinals offense in check. Although, like towards the end, they started to get into the typical conservative zone defense, where that they were just slicing and dicing us up. But the fact that the offense was like really game playing perfectly, and we kept them off the field, that they're like really helped us out like big time. Oh man, who is this text me about Southern Longhorn? I don't want to hear that. But anyway, but most importantly, the defense really did keep Kyler Murray in check. And before that last drive started, I was like, Kyler Murray is going to throw a pick in typical Kyler Murray fashion. It's like whenever he has like the chips stacked up against him, he always folds. But in this case, it wasn't his fault. It was AJ Green's fault. So, but the defense had played extremely well.
I think I agree with you on the defense, but I think our defense don't get too much credit because people say our defense is bad, but when you go back and look at it, look at what Cincinnati did to the Ravens, and then look how we held them in check. Like our defense, the game that our defense really sold us out on was the first game of the season, and that was and our offense didn't do nothing either. Like, so I don't think our defense is as bad as people think they are. Plus, we're missing our two best defensive players, Jair and Zadarius.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when we get those guys back, if we get them back, I think our defense is going to be even better. I think Matt LaFleur, I think he really surprised me because he called the perfect game. Like, dink and dunk, run the ball with AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. I was really surprised by Matt LaFleur. Like, basically giving Rodgers like, okay, I got the blame from not going for it on fourth down last year in the NFC Championship. Okay, I'm putting it in your hands. You know, I'm putting it in your hands to try to, win the game, because if we go up by 10 with under 2 minutes left, the game is over. I still don't know how that call got reversed, how that touchdown got reversed, because there was no evidence that he didn't score, and they called it a touchdown. Who was that? Aaron Jones? Was that Aaron Jones on the 1 yard line?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Aaron Jones. I still don't know how that was reversed, but it is what it is. As for AJ Green, I heard Nick Wright say that, how did you think the play was a running play when they had 14 seconds left on the clock? Y'all had no timeout. So why would you think it was a running play? Like, I still don't understand that. He's just gonna have to take these memes and these L's for the rest of the season for that. But what you think about that game, Justin? What surprised you the most?
Well, finally, some objectivity on this show. The game was shocking to me in the first half. The thing I'm like, both teams have a way to beat the other one, and they weren't doing it. Like, Green Bay wanted to keep throwing the ball. I kept saying Arizona traded size for speed, so just take your refrigerator known as AJ Dillon and run him downhill. And then conversely, Arizona wanted to bunch up and get close and not spread y'all out, even though y'all are a bigger team, but y'all don't have y'all main corners. Just spread y'all out and throw the ball. But apparently, hey, they figured it out in the second half. And that game all came down to the last drive. For the life of me, I have no idea what AJ Green was thinking. Like, and I've been doing this for a couple days now. I have no earthly idea what that could have possibly, like. I'm just confused. Like, so either you didn't hit a play, you didn't know the play, or you didn't know the automatic hot route that's in like every offense ever. I don't know. And what made it worse was the pass was a good pass. I can see if Kyler like misfired it, then you'd be like, all right, it didn't matter anyway. Like, nope, it basically almost hit him in the back of the head. Like, no, it was a good pass either way. Yeah, it just AJ Green upset me to no end. But Kyler was about to have an MVP moment, and AJ Green decided he wanted to block. Rasul Douglas, hell of a pick. I mean, we all talk about AJ Green, but that was still a hell of a pick.
Yeah, it was.
To unengage from a block and snatch it in one hand, like that was get both feet in, or 3 feet in, really, because he ran a little bit in the end zone. Great game. And one of my favorite Aaron Rodgers games. Just because I thought he was playing really great, and he had like 120 yards at one point. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, he wasn't really forcing anything crazy. I didn't like the goal line calling. I don't know what that was about. Just give AJ Dillon the ball. Y'all being extra with that. Yeah, all in all, good game, good win for y'all. Who cares? You're going to lose an AFC championship game anyway. But a good win nonetheless.
Do you think that kind of loss does something to the Cardinals' confidence because they were unbeaten, and you get a game at home against a depleted Packers team that you're supposed to win? You think that affects the Cardinals going ahead?
Not really. DeAndre Hopkins wasn't healthy. I mean, the one play he looked kind of healthy. He made Eric Stokes look absolutely foolish.
That man.
Yeah, that was. I've never seen that before in my life. This dude changed his route while the ball was in the air. That's insane. You pretty much and yeah, okay. It was a home game in name only. They happened to play a neutral site game in Arizona. That was it. Like it was so many green shirts in there. It was shameful. Packer Nation traveled well to that game. So yeah, it was home field and name only. It was Thursday night. You can say DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, I don't see that shaking their confidence too badly. I mean, all they gotta do is look back and say we crushed the Rams, who nobody else can beat. They curb stomped Cleveland. Like Green Bay caught us on a fluky play is what they can pretty much say. So I don't think it shakes their confidence at all.
I don't think we could say that Green Bay caught them on a fluky play because Packers dominated their whole game. They really controlled the ball and dominated their whole game. Now, if you want to say Green Bay caught them on because DeAndre Hopkins was hurt, like he couldn't play, then maybe because he did. He did what
did Eric Stokes dirty?
It was his hamstring, huh?
Yeah, hamstring.
Yeah, hamstring. As far as but yeah, I agree with you. It shouldn't affect Arizona going forward as well, because they're still a great team. Like you said, they beat the Rams. They manhandled the Rams. No one else could. As far as Green Bay, Caleb, we still got. I mean, we say Kansas City, they're not in the playoffs right now, but we still got to go to Kansas City and play. That's not a gimmick game. Right. We still got to go to Baltimore. We still play those Rams. I don't know if Russell Wilson supposed to come back anytime this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna be. I think we're gonna be playing a Russell Wilson Seattle, so we still got a lot of work to do. Another topic I wanted to talk about. JAMAR Chase versus DeVonta Smith. Can we finally put that debate to bed? Is JAMAR Chase the definitely better player?
I don't know how it was ever a debate. That's like I never got that one. I was like the Tua and Herbert debate or Tua and Joe Burrow. I like some of these debates I just don't get. Like Alvin Kamara and Derrick Henry. I don't get it. I just certain debates I just don't understand.
Tua.
So let's go back to that Alvin Kamara Derrick Henry debate. Why was that never a debate?
Your guess is as good as mine. I have no earthly idea. I'm still confused. It hasn't been explained properly yet. The best explanation I've gotten so far was all Derrick Henry do is run. Alvin Kamara catch and run. Right. And Derrick Henry outdoes his catching and running by just running. So yeah, by all means, stick to your receiving. You got the best damn slot receiver in the NFC South. Look at you. Like I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm so confused. Like I don't get it, bro.
Hey, Caleb J. Zachary said Ravens beat themselves last week. I'm guessing he's talking about playing the Bengals.
Lost 41-17.
Man, Joe Burrow and his friends was kind of like how the little kids were on Step Brothers, and then they beat up Will Ferrell and another guy. That's how that was. I'm gonna make you lick this dog shit here, boy.
Step Brothers. So Caleb, so that debate was that debate there to you as well, the Chase versus DeVonta Smith?
It is for now, and the only reason why is because DeVonta Smith had throwing him the ball. If he had somebody else throwing him the ball, then I guess that we could probably argue certain things. But like what the Jamar Chase is doing, he's about to shatter Justin Jefferson record and everything. Like man, Jamar Chase is that dude.
Yeah, I mean, this dude is special. people talk about the the connection he already had with Joe Burrow. Well, uh, Justin, you remember that tight end that came out the same year with Andrew Luck? He played with him at Stanford. Kobe
Oh,
Fleener. Kobe Fleener.
yeah, Fleener.
Yeah, him and Andrew Luck had a previous connection at Stanford, but they didn't do as nearly as good as what Burrow and Chase are doing right now. So I just think Chase is just a really gifted receiver.
A grown ass man. That's what he
Yeah,
is.
like Chase is awesome, bro. He could be honestly. I think Randy Moss was the last rookie receiver to get All Pro in his rookie year. I think Jamar Chase is right there. Like he definitely could get first or second team. But we talked about Derrick Henry, and then Spencer said something about Cooper Kupp as well. Do you think in this extended 17-game season, Cooper Kupp he could break the catch and touchdown record? Do y'all think Derrick Henry could break the yards record? I'm gonna start with you, Caleb.
I definitely think that Derrick Henry is going to break the touchdown record and the rushing record en route to winning the MVP. Now, outside of that, Cooper Kupp is a very strange case. However, Cooper Kupp has been balling. His only downfall is that Cooper Kupp is always hurt. At some point of the season, Cooper will get hurt, and then from there, that's that. But I think that as far as a receiving record goes, that will probably come down to either Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, or Diggs as of right now. Hell, maybe even Jamar Chase. Never really know. But like Derrick Henry, yes. Cooper Kupp, if he stays healthy, I think he can break something.
Well, Cooper Kupp, that's Matt Stafford's favorite target, so might have.
Yeah, he's got 81 targets. The next person on the team is Woods with 53.
Right. And I got Randy Woods on my goddamn fantasy. Aggravating.
All right, Justin, what you think about the record going down this year? Cooper, you think Cooper Kupp gonna break the receiving touch? I think receiving touchdown that's held by Moss with 23, correct?
23, yeah, in 07.
23. Rushing, I think the rushing touchdown record, I don't think Henry gonna get. Was that LT got that record?
Yeah. I think he had what like 22 or 23, whatever.
22, 23, something like that.
22, 23. I don't know. I know LT had it before him. Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander. I don't know, but anyway,
it's 28.
28. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Henry gonna get that. Let's talk about the AFC playoff picture and the NFC playoff picture. Let's talk about the AFC playoff picture first, Justin. I'm gonna start off with you. Let's start off from the top. Who do you have so far the number one seed and getting that first bye in the AFC?
Who's my favorite in the clubhouse right now? I would honestly have to say it's Dallas. AFC. My bad. I'm sorry. My apologies. Probably the Bills. For the same reason I'm gonna say Dallas. The path of least resistance. So the Bengals have their division to go through, which is hell on earth. Vegas is currently the 2 seed, but they have Kansas City and the Chargers in their situation. Tennessee still got to deal with the Colts, but they get through the Colts today, they might have the easiest path too. And then the Bills in the AFC East, all they got to do is beat us, basically. I mean, that's pretty much all they got to worry about. So just path, least resistance, and the better total team, I have the Bills as my favorite to get the 1 seed.
Who you got, Caleb?
I have the Bills as the 1 seed. Then I'm going to have the Ravens as the 2. Then I'm going to go with the Titans as the 3. and the Chargers as the 4. Then after that, following them, it'll follow as Cincinnati, Vegas, and either the Patriots, the Colts, or the Steelers. I don't see the Browns up making. I just don't.
So Justin, I know you brought up earlier that the Titans have an easy schedule. Why you don't have them as the number 1 seed? The Titans have an easy remainder of the schedule.
They got a Ryan Tannehill problem. I mean, both teams are close, and I had to decide whether I was going to believe in Josh Allen or Ryan Tannehill. That choice is pretty much easy. And the Bills have a pretty easy back half too. Miami, Jacksonville, the Jets, Colts, us, Panthers, Falcons, Jets. You know, their back half is pretty easy too. And like I said, if you got to ask me between Ryan Tannehill or Josh Allen, I'm gonna choose Josh Allen, and then like a ghost, then Ryan Tannehill, like in that order.
I think the Titans. I got the Titans as the number 1 seed. I mean, I think as long as they keep the game close, and they could continue running, if they don't have to pass the ball to get back in games, like ball control, Derrick Henry. I think you're looking at, do you trust Derrick Henry? And I definitely trust Derrick Henry. So I actually have the Titans as the number 1 seed, and Bills. The Titans actually beat the Bills. I don't know why the Bills went for it to win the game. I don't know.
Yeah, but the Bills fell on their face. Yeah.
But the Titans, I got the Titans number 1. I'm confused about the Ravens right now because the Ravens, on previous podcasts, I definitely talked about how Lamar Jackson played great at home. He plays like Superman at home, and then he have a game like he had last week.
He got smacked at home.
So I honestly don't know. But Caleb, since you gave us your whole playoff picture, Justin, who would you have as your number 2 and your number 3 seed?
In the AFC?
Yeah, in the AFC.
Titans and Bengals.
So you have the Bengals definitely winning the AFC North.
Yeah, I got the Bengals taking the North now. I had them getting in as a second person out the North, but I have them winning the North now.
Okay. All right. And as far as your hold on. You said Bills, Titans, Bengals. Who the other?
For the West.
The other division winner, Chargers.
For the West. Oh, the Chargers. Oh, okay. So who's your 3 wild card teams?
Baltimore definitely. Vegas. I think Vegas stays in. And the Patriots sneak in the backside. Slide right in at 7. Just nobody gonna see us coming. Just sneak in at 7.
So the AFC, they don't have any 1-loss teams, right? Everybody got 2 losses in the AFC.
Yep, everybody over there is 2.
All right. And in the NFC, they have a bunch of 1-loss teams. Caleb, who do you have?
1-loss teams.
Who do you have winning the NFC as far as number 1 seed?
Look at this. Look at this amazing objectivity, people. Look at it.
I got the Packers, bro.
Oh, shocking answer.
We're going back to the Conference Championship, and then this time we're going to go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
But after Thursday's win, although that was almost a debacle after Rodgers missed Tanya on that goddamn flat. He should have threw it to him to score the touchdown and waste time and almost had a heart attack. But thankfully that AJ Green hurt one play. Got the Packers at 1. Just simply because that I think after we play the Chiefs and the Seahawks, then from there you could really get a feel out for like who is truly the elites of the NFC and everything else. So I have Packers 1. Then following the Packers, things get like really, really dicey. So if I had to flip a coin and pick a number 2 seed, I would probably go with Dallas. because of their schedule. Then after that, then I go Bucks 3, and then the 4 seed I would go the Cardinals because the Cardinals already beat the Rams, and then after that, then I got Rams, then I got Vikings, and then that last spot, I don't even know. I guess this is it. But I feel like they could find a way to like it all the way, and then focus on James Winston instead of Silver. So right now, my current 7 seed will be the Saints.
I don't know. I definitely still got Arizona as the number 1 seed. I don't know. I think I'll schedule tough, bro. Like, I'm worried about this Kansas City game next week in Kansas City. Like, we say that, like, Kansas City, what they 4-4, 3-4,
3-4, I think.
3-4. They're gonna be 4-4 after tomorrow. Kansas City, they tough, bro. They tough. Then we got at Baltimore. Do we play at Los Angeles too? Do we play at the Rams too? That's a home game. It should be a home game.
Let me find out for you real quick.
Yeah, it's a home game because we play San Francisco and Arizona on the road, so it's a home game.
So we got the Chiefs next there, and then we play Seattle at home. Then we play Minnesota there, and then it's the Rams at home. And then we got a bye week. After that bye week, you have the Bears at home, Ravens in Baltimore. Then you got Cleveland at home. You got the Vikings at home and the Lions in Detroit. So it's not too bad. Russell Wilson isn't coming back yet, so we're still taking on the fighting Geno Smith and everything. The only game that like I'm like really, really worried about is that first Vikings game. Because I don't know what type of team will we be. But that's just me.
I'm gonna go with Arizona as the 1 seed. I don't know. A lot is riding on this Dallas and Vikings game tonight. Because Vikings, they want to win this game tonight to definitely stay in the playoff picture. Dallas want to win this game tonight to stay in that number 1 seed playoff picture. So a lot is riding on this game tonight, and I actually got the Cowboys winning tonight. So I'm going with Arizona, Dallas, Green Bay. I'm going with Tampa Bay to win their division, and then my wild card teams. I'm gonna go Minnesota, New Orleans. I don't know. Does the 7 seed really matter?
Not really. They don't get mocked by the 2 seed, whatever it is.
Oh no, I'm tripping. Minnesota, New Orleans, and St. Louis. I mean, Los Angeles. Los Angeles around. Yeah. So the 7 playoff teams for the NFC, anybody is capable of beating anybody. To me, honestly, like if St. Louis end up playing, come to Green Bay on the road. If Los Angeles end up coming to Green Bay on the road, there's a good chance they could beat us. If Tampa Bay end up going to New Orleans on the road in the playoffs, it's a possibility. Like, there's no clear-cut winning team in the NFC. Like, with Arizona losing to us, I think the NFC is wide open. Who you got, Justin?
As a number 1 seed, it kind of depends on his ankle. It's kind of his calves. Now I can get a compliment number 1 seed. I refuse. I can give it to y'all. I refuse. So that leaves Arizona. Let's go with Tampa. Why not? Tampa be the number 1 seed. Then probably Dallas, path of least resistance. Then y'all, then Arizona. So Green Bay, Arizona. Green Bay 3, Arizona 4. Rams 5 seed. Saints 6 seed, and the Falcons as the 7th seed.
Hey, I'm looking at these comments, and I want to see if I'm right. Y'all see the last 2 comments by a person that says Facebook user?
No, I can't see them.
Oh, you can't see the comments? Hold on, let me. Seattle will somehow make the playoffs.
That's got to be Jeremy. If that ain't Jeremy, I don't know what's going on.
You said Jeremy Anderson?
It's got to be.
That's what I think that is too. I'm about to go check right now. I think that's Jeremy Anderson too. But we're gonna start off with our picks. First game. Who y'all got? Panthers at Atlanta. Playoff lives are on the line this game. Panthers at Atlanta. Who you got, Caleb?
I'm gonna go Atlanta.
Who you got, Justin?
Yeah, it's at Atlanta, so I'm going Atlanta.
I'm gonna go Atlanta as well. Tennessee at Indianapolis. Who you got, Justin?
I got the Colts.
Who you got, Caleb?
Colts.
I'm gonna go Tennessee with this one. Miami at Buffalo.
Bills by 20.
Oh, this
is a spread game.
It's a point spread game.
All right, spread game. All right.
The spread is 14. Take the Bills anyway.
Who you got, Caleb? You taking the spread or no?
Yeah, I'm taking the spread. And I'm taking Tua to go on to pack his bags and go.
Hey, man. Tua not on the level of Joe Burrow, but he also not on the level of Zach Wilson. Like I really don't think Tua is a bust.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with Tua. Brian Flores is 0-5 against Josh Allen, and that's who you got to beat for the next decade. So if you ain't beating Josh Allen, you got to go.
Somebody got to go.
Somebody got to go. Head coach, GM, QB. Somebody got to go.
Man, I hope Tua don't go to Washington. I mean, not Washington. I hope he don't go to Houston, bro. That's even a worse situation to me.
Oh yeah, if he go to Houston, he'll be out the league in 2 years.
All right, Bengals at Jets, another spread game.
What's the spread? 10.
Bengals minus 10.
Minus 10. Take the Bengals anyway.
Take the Bengals. Who you got, Caleb? You taking the Bengals as well?
Yeah, Bengals.
All right. All right, pick up game. Steelers and Browns. Who you got, Justin?
I don't like either quarterback. I mean the better coaches in Pittsburgh. Wait, is at Pittsburgh?
It's at Cleveland.
I go Pittsburgh. Why not?
Who you got, Caleb?
With Baker coming back and getting cleared, I'm gonna take Pittsburgh.
All right, I'm gonna take Pittsburgh as well. Eagles at Lions. Who you got, Caleb?
Eagles and Lions. The Detroit Lions will get their first win today.
Poor Jalen Hurts. I hope that don't happen to him. Who you got, Justin? Eagles at Lions.
I got the Fighting Dan Campbells. They bite off some kneecaps and get their first win.
I'm gonna pick the Eagles. We got San Francisco at Chicago.
It's a weird game.
That's a very weird game.
Justin Fields versus Trey Lance.
Wait, Trey Lance starting?
Oh no, he not. My bad.
Yeah, I was saying. So I was like, wait, information I did not have. Hold on. And Caleb, you want to go first? I got
yeah. I'm gonna go first. Gee, let me go 49ers. 49ers by 6.
Yeah, I guess. I guess I can't pick that Bears offensive line to be successful to do anything. So, yeah, I guess I got the 49ers. I don't know. Let's go with that.
Then on top of that, the Bears, they don't have Mac playing either. So
true, Khalil Mack is out. Yeah, sure, 49ers.
Yeah. I take the 49ers. Don't let me down, Spencer.
Was it a mistake paying Khalil Mack all that money? Like, do you really want to Like, is it a mistake investing into a defensive player with a lot of money? Like, I don't think so.
I mean, a dominant edge rusher, no. Just, you can't predict injury.
Right.
So, at the time, you needed an edge rusher.
And they traded away.
I just think a quarterback is the only player that you should invest a whole lot of money, over $100 million. If it's over $100 million, I think only a quarterback should get that type of money.
I would pay an elite left tackle, an elite pass rusher, and an elite quarterback, whatever the hell they want. Everybody else figure it out. But them three, you can get whatever you want.
Speaking of left tackle, Caleb, are we ever going to get David back this year?
Yeah,
he was practicing. Huh? I think he played last week.
He been practicing for the past like four weeks.
Yeah,
he been practicing.
But like, I want to say if he don't come back next week, he'll probably come back the Seahawks game.
Okay, all right.
But like he is clear.
Yeah, like I could have swore he was practicing.
Definitely.
All right,
and everything.
All right, Justin, I'm gonna let you pick this game first. New England Pats versus Chargers.
It's a game we have to win. So let's go with New England.
It's tough. I think that if the Patriots are blitzing all day long, give me the Patriots.
You don't think Herbert could read the blitz?
He didn't do that against Baltimore.
He didn't do it very well against Cleveland either. Cleveland just stopped blitzing.
Give me the Patriots.
I'm gonna go Chargers on this one, y'all. I'm gonna go Chargers.
Hayden, look at you.
You made your pick based on y'all have to win this game.
I made this pick on Bill Belichick and my defense.
All right, Jacksonville at Seattle. Who you got, Caleb?
Ooh.
I don't know. Give me Seattle. No. Give me Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. I'm gonna go Seattle for this one because it's in Seattle. Who you got, Justin?
I got Jacksonville. The Fighting Trevor Lawrence get their second win.
Anytime that the Saints can like squander out a victory in Seattle with Geno Smith, which is just thinking it up, then like Jacksonville.
All right, so we got Teddy Bridgewater. Broncos, they fight for their playoff lives. Washington at Denver. Who you got, Justin?
The Washington's due for a great defensive game. I go Washington.
I'm going to go Washington as well. Who you got, Caleb?
I got Washington.
All right, Sunday night game, Cowboys at Vikings. Who you got, Caleb?
I'm going to go Dallas only because I like a very, very large division lead. So go Cowboys.
I'm gonna go Dallas too. Because I just think they're gonna win. I would like Minnesota to win, because that would give us a little bit of breathing room as far as the number one seed. But yeah, I'm gonna go Dallas. I think they're too much for Minnesota. Who you got, Justin?
I got Dallas if Dak plays, Minnesota if Dak does not.
All right, Monday night game. Hold on. We skipped the game. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. I know we talked about it, but let's give the official picks.
Saints win by 3. They have to win this game.
Yeah, Saints gotta win. That's all I gotta say. Their season rise on it.
I got Saints by 4. Monday night game, New York at Kansas City. Chiefs absolutely have to win this game.
Yeah, Chiefs cannot lose this game. If they lose this game, they might as well unplug every TV they got in their house. Chiefs by 13.
Who you got, Caleb?
Is Daniel Jones playing? I think so. And so is Saquon, right?
Nope.
No. Saquon. And I think Sterling Shepard is still out too.
Yeah, they're getting Galladay and Ingram back if my memory serves me correctly.
Okay, I like it. Let's go Giants.
Boy, you trying to give me the most greatest rant this show will ever see.
I got Kansas City in a blowout.
If boys lose to the Giants, just oh my God. Just go ahead and pop some popcorn and just relax.
Hey, I was trying to get Daniel Jones on my fantasy team just because they played the Chiefs defense. Because right now, Lamar Jackson, my starting quarterback, he's on a bye week. My other quarterback is Baker Mayfield, so I was actually trying to trade for Daniel Jones, but old boy declined.
Oh, go Giants.
All right, fellas, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, fellas. Nice podcast. Gonna be back every Sunday. I'll be back next Sunday, every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Next week we got a slate of good games. Next week, especially me and your gang, Caleb, play at Kansas City, so you know we're gonna talk about that. That's gonna be the State Farm Bowl that was supposed to happen last year, but that's another topic for another day.
Yawn. All right, objectivity is great. I wish we had some.
Hey, make sure y'all catch J-Time Sports every Friday. What time Friday? At 12?
At 3 p.m. Central. It comes out at 3 every Friday. Spotify, iTunes. Download it, play it, learn something. You hear actual objectivity. You know, all that.
All right, fellas, man. Y'all have a blessed. Oh yeah, I'll probably bring somebody from the group on next Sunday. Probably bring either a Saints fan or a Tampa Bay fan to talk about the division. So next Sunday is definitely gonna be 4 of us.
Calvin Ridley is out due to a personal matter.
Can I change my Falcons pick? That's his second game out. But
yeah, he's out due to a personal matter. Yeah.
I respect.
Oh, hey, just to let you know, that wasn't Jeremy Anderson who said that was Benjamin Johnson.
All right. Cool off him for a minute. All right.
But I hope that the BUCS lose so that way Sapp can kind of like calm on down. You know,
I hope the BUCS lose just so my Facebook don't keep blowing up all day for a week.
I mean, with Sapp got the right to talk until somebody knock him out the playoffs. So
that's true.
And like I said, Sapp could fall back and say, you know, y'all beat Detroit last year, we still beat y'all last in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, he kind of he playing with house money.
Yeah, so he good. Sapp good. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna holler next week. Every Sunday, 9:30 a.m. sharp. Y'all catch us. Hold on. Oh, go ahead.
Odell and Jadeveon are in. T.Y. Hilton's playing. Jamal Williams is out. Trey Williams is playing. Corey Davis is out. And CJ is in. The linebackers. So, I don't know if that affected any of y'all picks, but yeah.
Dan Campbell gonna get that dub today.
Dan Campbell getting that dub, I believe in him.
Nah, it don't affect my picks. Odell needs to come to Green Bay, man. Let's go.
Odell needs to be in New England. I don't know what y'all talking about.
He needs to be anywhere else but.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jarvis gonna end up leaving too.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully. He looked terrible in orange.
All right, fellas, man. Y'all have yourself a blessed one, fellas.
All right, man. You too.